Hello, wonderful people. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Creatives Podcast. I'm your co-host, Simone Campbell.
And I'm your co-host, Tevin Brown. Today, we have a triple feature for you. We have Brandon Taylor, Suze Kalela, and Faustino Gallegos joining us. Guys, thank you so much. I hope I got the names perfect.
Yes.
A lot of practice.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
You got my
I know mine's a mouthful, but you got it great.
No, but it's the coolest. It just like, you guys look fantastic, by the way. I just want to comment right away.
Thank you so
goodness.
much.
Absolutely.
Great trio.
Yeah, so tell us about your roles. How did you meet and what do you guys do?
Okay, so I actually met Suze last year at a mutual friend of ours. Her name is Chaz, and she is one of our performers in my fashion show that we are doing this year. It is called the New Mexico Sweetheart Fashion Show, and this year we will be celebrating our 8th year. And what I like to do with my fashion show is to showcase different parts of the entertainment community, not just with drag queens, but with the burlesque performers, ballet dancers, which Suze is. She is phenomenal. And my fashion show is not just catered to the LGBTQ community, which most people think it is. It's actually catered just to anybody, all body types. It's catered to all ages, but this year we're going back to our 21 plus cast. But I don't discriminate against sexual orientation, gender, body type. It's for anybody, I don't like when people limit people, because it's like when people try to limit me, you can't do that.
No. You're like, oh, so it's a challenge.
We're all limitless.
Yeah.
And we all can reach a potential, It's just that right person to show you that we all have that infinite. And I met Brandon about 6 months ago, and I am so excited because these two are my headliners, and I will let them speak.
Ooh.
Very nice. Well, one thing I must say is that Faustino, I saw the potential of the show, and I said, I so want to be a part of this. And he said, I want you to be a part of it too. And so it was a collaboration, basically, a collaborative effort between Brandkind Media and Faustino G Productions, because it's something that we take very seriously, is we both have a love for show business. And as you can see, we're both wearing the suits right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like we love show business. It's in our core, it's in our spirit, in our heart. So we really connected on that way. And immediately he was like, I want you to headline. I was like, I'll do it.
Diving in.
Yeah.
Ready.
And see, like I said, what is nice about my fashion show, it's not just catered to the LGBTQ community, because I'm sure Suze Kalela is one of our straight allies, because without those straight supporters that give us the love, I don't know where I would be, because my mom is my biggest foundation, and she's my biggest inspiration for everything I do. And I'm just so empowered by women like Suze, because she shows me that, when you see what she does with those hips,
They don't lie.
They do not lie.
Yeah, actually, when I met Faustino, I was performing with Colta Chaz on her birthday event, and I was belly dancing. And after I was done, he was whistling, so supportive and so nice. And then he asked me, I would love to have you at my fashion shows. Would you like to perform? So I decided to try it out, and this is going to be my second time.
Yep, so last year she performed for my 7 Deadly Sins show. And this year we're actually doing What's Your Sign? So the models are actually taking Zodiac into a whole new level. So what's cool is every model will model to their Zodiac. So I wanted to give them something different, because I don't like to stick to the status quo.
No.
Yeah.
I always like to push my models to go outside the norm. Because it's when you go outside that box is when you really see who you really are. Because it breaks you. It takes you away from just being oh, I'm just going to do it like this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I like to break that mold.
That's actually one thing I really noticed about you immediately whenever we first met was that how much he actually is against the status quo. And that's actually something that I really believe in as an artist, is that you have to push boundaries.
True.
And you have to question the status quo. You have to stand against certain forces. Whether they're good or bad, you don't really know until they're right in front of you, and you have to do or die. And so it's a really interesting thing. And so him and I connected in that way. And I'm so happy that he brought me along and made me the headliner, because honestly, he's put a great show together. He's a visionary, and we respect him very much. Everyone in this lineup really does.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I'm actually really happy to belly dance at your show, because I want to inspire women and everybody, even men and all ages, to take my belly dance classes. So Faustino, you're so awesome for letting me perform, because it's not just for me to dance, but it's also for me to show that women can move, and I want to teach them, and this art form is just so amazing.
Wow.
So I just love it.
Since we are on air, would you like to know your special surprise, Suze, or would you like to wait for the evening of the fashion show for me to tell you? Because I do have something very
There's an
special coming your
exclusive.
way. Would you like to
Is the
know
mic
now?
gonna drop right
I'll
now?
just know at the
Do we-
show.
So then
Or
you
do you
just
want
have to
know
come
me
to
now?
the show.
Yeah, just go ahead, come.
You
Just
wanna-
go ahead and let me know.
You want to know now?
Sure.
So I would like for everyone to know, because I really respect her artistry in the ballet dance world. So I would like to make you a resident performer of the New Mexico Sweetheart Fashion Show. And you will be
my God,
receiving a glass,
Oh my goodness.
a
Well,
glass trophy.
let's do a little shimmy
Right,
for
let's-
that.
A little shimmy,
Let's all do a little shimmy.
shimmy.
I kind of
Yeah, I'll
wanted
just
to.
lift my hip up here on the couch.
So what I like to do with my fashion show
You're the
is
dance instructor.
I like to acknowledge different entertainers in our performing
Thank
world.
you.
So I wanted to keep hers a surprise, but now it's no longer a surprise. But
Oh, wow. Okay, thank
so
you.
actually another special honoree for our fashion show this year is Mary Bird, which is she's a comedian in our town. And she's been doing comedy for 30 plus years, and we call her the 100-year-old cougar. But I like to honor people who I feel they need to be recognized for their art. You know, it may not be drag, it may not be burlesque, but you know, we're all contributing to art
Yeah.
in our own
It's
artistic
yours.
way. You know, I thought I just needed to be a male performer. But when then I found that I could be a producer and I could produce a show and I could host it on my own, it gave me a sense of being free. Because, you know, being a performer, I don't judge it, you know, because everyone has their own niche, you know. But me, it's like, I'm more better at being a producer and being a host, because that's what my art lies, you know?
Totally.
And that's where I respect Suze and Brandon, because I could never go up there and sing. I'm good at karaoke and lip syncing, okay? Hear me sing and that bar will be dry.
Oh, no.
But as an MC, I will have them laughing and giggling, because I feel like that's where I'm a natural.
It's your element.
Yeah, that's
We
me.
can work on that, Faustino.
Maybe.
Then just wait.
I'm not American Idol worthy yet. If J-Lo goes back as a judge, then maybe I'll try out for American Idol.
Perfect.
'Cause-
Plus, I can choreograph your guys' routine.
oh,
I was
damn.
going to say,
mean,
you're
I
talking to the
didn't-
master right here. She
She
has.
is-
Totally choreograph all my students, Lana Rosa's students. So
The mistress.
ballroom, salsa.
I think we're gonna have to call you
belly
Mistress
dance,
Suze
country
Kalila from now
two-step,
on.
Like everything, 9 years of ballroom
Oh,
training.
yeah. You do it all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal.
So-
And you should talk about Land of the Roses. Just for a little
Oh.
bit.
Yeah, everybody, I have my classes every Sunday for beginners, 11:30 to 12:30 p.m.
Cool.
at Peace Love Space. And join up. I would love to teach beginner women and anybody. And also, I do my choreography packages that's fused with tango, belly dance, hip work, country two-step. Like, I do it all. So I have that. And if you guys want to know my website, it's lanarosesdance.com.
Okay, Lana Rose's.
Yeah, and you can find me on Facebook at Suze Kalela Dance.
Cool.
And I guess
Fantastic.
kind of
Let's
working
get
down the
dancing.
line.
Oh yeah, she
Always.
has wonderful moves. If anything, actually, I would love to see more of those whenever we're performing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was, yeah, for sure.
So, Brandon, because I feel like there's so much to talk about in so little time, and I want to say your hat is fierce, and I keep looking
Your whole
at it,
fit,
and
you're
it's like
so powerful.
I think about
thank
I
you.
have a similar hat in my car, and I'm upset that I didn't bring it in to film with us today. But I really,
Zeitgeist, right?
but I really kind of want to get into your music and I guess your kind of mindset when it comes into going into the fashion shows and everything, and kind of just I want to know so much about all three of you.
I would actually say fashion has a lot to do with my performances, because I don't just solely focus on the performance or the song.
Yeah.
I think about the entire show, because I feel like I live and breathe show business to my core. And so whenever I'm able to have any kind of platform to perform on, I always cherish it. And I think about every bit of that visual so that I can display the best version of myself to the world. Like, that is exactly how I think people deserve to see the performer, is that the performer is putting their heart and soul into the show. It's not just something that they show up and then go home and clock out.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I don't clock out. I never clock out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the issue, or maybe that's
I don't think so.
or maybe that's where
That's the
the
issue.
greatness is. I don't know, but I never clock out. It's just I'm on all the time.
Because your passion, it radiates outward, you know?
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. And I think just in general, as creatives, I mean, that's the creative spark, and it just catches fire when you get to do what you're passionate about.
Creatives, no creatives.
Yes, we
It's
do.
true.
That is the
Creatives,
truth.
if you
The
will.
creatives.
No way.
Can I ask you
Kindred
all what
spirits.
inspired you to do your podcast?
Oh my gosh, our first question. This is crazy. Tevin, go first. You got it.
On the spot. I think really for me, and I'm really grateful that the producers found Simone to kind of be the co-host, because like when I first heard about it and everything and joined, I was really excited to A, do a podcast, because I'd always wanted to do a podcast,
Right.
but B, something that I discussed a lot with my partner, where I'm so heavily involved in theater and film, and for a long time acting, and I've started finding my spot behind the camera.
Right.
I really have found a joy kind of like with this setting where I get to talk to people, and like the focus is you guys, and it doesn't have to be the focus on me. Like I can
Right.
chime in or whatever, but it's like I get to learn all of these new things that I didn't know about in the community, and I get to learn about all these amazing people, and I get to meet Simone, who's freaking fantastic.
Well, you guys are a great duo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys
We're
like
a good team.
mesh so well together.
Thank you.
It's very true.
Wow. So I'm so grateful to be here, and I always say that it was just so fortuitous how I found out about the podcast. It was in a bathroom stall at a coffee shop, like
Oh,
downtown.
wow.
I know.
Oh.
And everyone thought I was crazy for responding to the audition call, and I was like, no, it sounds like a great idea, you know, a great adventure. And of course, you know, one thing led to another, and I'm here, and I love connecting with people. I actually used to work for a crisis hotline,
Oh, wow.
and I work in mental health during the day. It's my day
Okay.
job. And so connecting with all kinds of people, all walks of life, but also being in the creative industry again, and, you know, finding my creative spark through my own performance finally after all these years. I think that it's kind of marrying two of my passions together, you know, learning about people.
They're getting married.
Connecting. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's
I'm
what I
like,
love
oh.
about it, is because like we have passions that go deeper than just what we are whenever we're working for, you know, a day job. After hours is when you really get to see the person and what they're passionate about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because we're all on that boat. And that's what's amazing about creatives, is how do you make space for being creative?
Yes.
Because it's not always that easy. It's really difficult in a lot of ways. But I think that's why whenever we do meet, we identify each other. We see each other. We know
You're like,
exactly.
I know you.
Yeah. You see it in the way they walk or the way they talk. I mean, like sees Kalia with her dances. I mean, even when she's walking down the street, you still see that there's something to her.
It's the creative magic.
You know,
I agree.
like, and then Faustino with his fashion. I mean, he always says something with what he wears. So it's just like these people are
No
amazing.
lies.
Like
You're
they
all gonna be
add,
turning
they
into
add flair
Pinocchios
to
here.
everything.
Absolutely.
It's not just it bleeds through.
And see, it's like when I first, because I've been into fashion for a very, very long time, but for so long, I never thought that I was able to get seen, you know? Like, I never thought I had a voice.
Right.
But I always wanted to be a voice for those people who never felt like they could have a voice. Because for so long, like I said, I never felt that I had a voice. And now that I'm finding my inner voice, I'm speaking to the world.
Yeah, you
You
are.
know-
And you're speaking loud.
Loud and proud. And you
Yep.
know, because for so long, like, I never gave myself credit. And now to see my fashion show almost go to 10 years, you know, that to me says a lot, you know, because being New Mexican, like, I'm so proud to be a New Mexican. Because it's like, they try to say, oh, who are New Mexicans? We're resilient.
Yeah.
We're fighters. And we don't back down.
Amen.
And I'm like so happy to see what my fashion show is going to do in the future because it's just a beacon of light, you know, for so many different types of people, for my participants who are the performers, and also for my models, because most of my models who have modeled in my show never have done anything like that before. So that's what I love about doing with my fashion show, is giving people something that they're like, wow, this is different, this is new, and this is exciting, you know, because when you break, like we're talking about breaking molds,
Yeah.
and you break your mold and you see your light, it's a powerful feeling.
Absolutely.
Because now I found my light.
And we need it.
Oh,
We need
yeah.
it now.
Well, I know we're running tight on time, but I want to make sure I absolutely ask. One more time, could you say the title of your fashion show for our audience?
Yes. So it is the New Mexico Sweetheart Fashion Show.
New Mexico
Take-
Sweetheart
That deserves
Fashion
a
Show, so
shimmy.
you don't have an
Oh,
excuse
yeah.
not to.
Yeah, exactly. Go a little
Can't
shimmy
wait.
for the Sweetheart Fashion Show.
Yes. I can't wait to Billy dance. At
Can't wait
it.
to see.
I can't wait to have you
B,
both.
is there a date set for
Yeah,
the next
so
one?
it is Friday, May 23rd at Hollow Spirits. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7:15 p.m. It is a $10 cover. It is only 21 and up because we do have some very exciting acts that will be available on the
Which is what
risque.
I love.
Friday side.
I love it. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Cool. Fantastic.
Awesome.
So maybe if you guys have no plans, you guys could come and check it out.
I'll
I'm
be
going to be
there.
there.
Absolutely.
I have to be there.
I
May
like
23rd.
It's very fun. It's very fun.
Oh, I'm excited. And
It's
then
very
lastly-
colorful. Like you will see all walks of life.
Yeah, you will.
Very inclusive.
That's what makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
Because
A mix of performers and
yeah, because it's
the models.
great. Because you get your singers, you get your dancers, you get your comedian. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a big blend of joy.
Absolutely. Wonderful. And we
And
need
thank
that. More to
We
go
do, and then
Yes.
especially in this time of day. I
true.
don't want to get political because I don't like to put that out there, but
We're grateful for the joy. And
Yes.
we're
Grateful
Just
for the
leave
joy
it to
and focusing on the
so is Kalia's hips.
Yeah.
They'll never lie.
yes,
Amen.
exactly.
don't forget my basic beginner classes are on Sundays, 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. and I hope to see beautiful people there.
Yes.
And is there any good spots to get in touch with you guys as well, like socials or anything?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, for me, you can go to brandkindmedia.com and you can see all the things that I do. It's all the resource because not only do I develop myself within Brandkind Media, but I also love to develop other artists. That's why joining forces with Faustino G Productions was a dream because we're putting our heads together, and I always believe that two heads are better than one, and we're really figuring out what we can do to really elevate this show to make it that much better.
and it's nice because like usually in my show, I'll make this short and sweet. I'm so used to doing everything on my own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
And like now that I've had this help, I'm not used to it, but I'm like so appreciative for it because it's like when I see people coming and seeing what my fashion show for what it is, it means a lot because it's not just a rinky-dink show as like what some people like to say it is. Because my fashion show, like I say, it's a beacon of light, not just for the models, not just for performers, but for just everyone involved. Because when you leave my fashion show, you definitely leave feeling like you're a different person because you're like, wow, this is what community should feel like.
Absolutely.
And that's what I will always strive for.
You know what? I so agree. I just love how your fashion show last year was all about unity, peace, and love. Like, I really liked it.
Thank you,
So
Suze.
that's why I'm here again. I appreciate
And you can find me
putting
on
as a
Facebook
headliner.
at Faustino Gallegos. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
I know it's a mouthful, but Faustino and then Gallegos. So
You kidding me? I always have to do my plug-in, which is Brandkind Media, BRANDKINDMEDIA.
Ooh. That was a good reason.
Nice.
But thank you all for having us.
Thank you
Absolutely.
guys so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
coming.
you so much for being here.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh, absolutely.
Thank you.
And thank you, of course, to my wonderful co-host.
Thank you.
Thank you. A little applause. Thank you. Thank you so
little
much
shimmy.
to
Shimmy.
Shimmy for
Can
our
we
co-host
shimmy
and our
to you?
guests. A little
We
bit.
gotta do
Shoulder
Shimmy
that.
to our
shimmy.
viewers. Thank you so much.
We're gonna get the whole world shimmying here.
Oh, absolutely. If we can, one shimmy at a time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope that you enjoyed all the shimmying, all of the laughter, all of the joy. I know I'm feeling good. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors, for Studio 519 for this fantastic space. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the above. Thank you to all our friends and family who are already doing so, and have a wonderful night.